Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 170 bringing you a company for us to replay brought to you by Sci-Fi Roll. And then also we have Murky and Bismarck. And they're all playing as British. No, two British and an American. It's a 3v3 on Crossing the Rhine. Nice to see that. Nice to see good, fair. I don't want to say fair, but just, just nice tactics. What? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, so this is Crossing of the Rhine. This is one of the new British maps that was released, and it's funny because I have a replay. I don't know if this will be before or after this one that literally has me on the other side as the Germans, and then this one is the British, so it's kind of interesting to see from both perspectives. Anyway, we can see here that they on the Axis side they have Rome Warrior, BF Taunus, and Nubex. Great. Let's double check their ranks in case you question how they do. And we can see the person who sent me this is the lowest. And actually, even though that they have two low-level players, by rank, the enemy team has by far the most experience. So we'll see if, that helps them. Anyway, Sci-Fi Rolls on the right. Let's see. Oh, well, actually, before we go on to him, all the German people, the two Vermonks and the OKW player have already picked their doctrines. We have special operations, so Command Panther, some flares, and the Obel with SG-44s, which are amazing. Very smart, trying to grab that fuel as fast as possible. Why is it not... It should be showing the, +5, but it's not for whatever reason. Maybe it's not because it's disconnected. I'm not sure. Anyway, we can see BF Taunus went festing support doctrine, most likely to counter British emplacements. Artillery is pretty good. Smoke bombs, my god, can be overused it by an AI. And sector artillery is also pretty good. Jaeger infantry, super close air support's good. Tactical movement's good. Ambush is okay. And of course, the Jaeger light infantry upgrade is pretty good for just some light range combat. Also, interrogation's pretty good with that. Average, I would say. Actually, each of these are probably more rare doctrines to pick compared to others. Let's see, American player trying to push up. Unfortunately, the Kubel suppressing them. Certain pioneers trying to get some heavy cover. Fortunately, they're not. And these riflemen are going to pretty much pick them apart. Most likely. Really? Wow, okay. I always find it weird, because certain pioneers typically should have the advantage over riflemen, but for whatever reason, most of the time I see riflemen just utterly destroy them. Oh, we have an MG43, MG43, god damn it, I'm so stupid. The Vickers machine gun in here from the British, helping out and suppressing those Volks, and also the Kubel. Actually, I like that placement, right behind the buildings, we can't be hit, but still, easily flanked. Oh man, that grenade. Almost threw it over the house, landed on the roof. Whatever. We go mid. It looks like this guy, Noob, has actually been able to push up pretty well. Actually push back Bismarck, which could be a big, big detriment, honestly. Let's see, Mickey went Rifle Company, Easy 8s, some Elite Riflemen, and of course Flamethrowers, all pretty good. White Phosphorus also good at killing infantry. Over here we can see, let's see... Sci-Fi Roll holding. Again, the trench he put down because that makes his infantry section just behave better and have, again, faster firing rate, which is also great. Issue is, though, that unfortunately his Vickers had to fall back, and now this MG42 is moving up. That could cause some heavy damage to them, along with that mortar if they are not careful. On the left here, we can see a double team going on with Orange kind of swinging back over. Again, Noob wants to push over, and Rome is pushing this way. So that's going to cause some issues. Smoke coming down right in front of that MG, or the Vickers, which could, like, wait, who's firing that? I don't know. But anyway, the smoke coming down, which could be an issue because, again, if they rush in and throw one of these awesome incendiary grenades, or just, infiltration grenade, that could just cripple him, then just kill the entire building. Trying to push up, Kubel suppressing Bismarck's forces, and he should probably fall back, because even though infantry section are better than Grenadiers, there's two, and he's pretty much suppressed, so it's going to cause more damage. find it also interesting that his rifleman, I mean, he's going rifleman as we can see here, and he's getting them bedded up. But the problem is, I find, is why'd you get a bazooka? Did you get a bazooka to kill the Kubel? All you need to do is flank it coming from 2 different directions, or smoke. Alright, so it looks here. Looks like Sci-Fi roll to counter the German, like, assault. He got himself a mortar. Now, this can be very risky, because the mortar, while awesome, wow, I have no idea what this guy's trying to do. I guess he's just trying to move out of the way, but this mortar's just firing at a good, solid rate. The problem I think he has is if they push up too much, they could fire some mortar rounds, Panzerfaust, that cause enough damage to take out this. And this is 400 manpower. That's a lot of manpower. Scout car, half track with fire. One of those could also, or yeah, Pioneer Squad could burn it. So yeah, he has to make sure that he keeps those flame units away at all costs. He does. This German guy also pretty smart. As you can see, BF put down this do command post, which again reinforces his guys. Which means this mortar could have a big problem if, you know, let's say it wipes this, well, they can just keep reinforcing it, which could be an issue. That being said, he seems to be doing pretty good so far. And they are having some difficulties. Royal Engineers flanking. Let's see what the MG does. Mortar, again, getting some nice shots in. Oh, wow, he put himself in the building. Alright. Why you're looking in front of him, I will never know, instead of trying to get behind this MG. Also, the fact he now has armor-piercing rounds is a very bad thing, because again, armor-piercing rounds are amazing, and can kill pretty much any light armored vehicle just by a simple press. You can see here another push over here, but the MG's, again, suppressing their forces. Royal Engineers are just not packing the punch. They also have more Grenadiers moving up, which could help. Again, he knows he's coming, so he turns the MG. Pretty smart over here. American push along with some AT, I guess, to help with fighting the Kubel. It might have taken... No, I don't... Did they take out the Kubel? No, the Kubel's still alive. Okay, so there's still... It's essentially a stalemate going on right now. So we'll see how that plays out. Honestly, if right now I would actually suggest, like... To be fair, it's like an equal fight go. Oh no, I know what he's doing. He's gonna create armor-piercing rounds. Oh boy. An MG is actually doing quite a bit. Oh, and they have a scout car. With all this is what I mean. It's just like, oh, look at that armor-piercing rounds. This is what I mean. Oh my god, just kills everything. That's a huge loss. The Sci-Fi roll, because again, that's 400 manpower down the drain. Vickers trying to help, and again, Vickers normally is armor-piercing rounds, but it's not as substantial as that. So it'll do a little bit of damage over time, but you really need to keep the scout car back. AT gun helps. AT gun definitely helps, and with it not moving, it's screwed. You can see here that, again, Noob is pushed up pretty far and upgraded his guys G43s, giving an advantage over the infantry section. MG's on standby in case they rush up. They can use the height and the heavy cover to their advantage, but again, I don't think that guy's falling for it. Small foothold over here. Looks like they're trying to capture the fuel on this sector, but again, mines. Don't you love mines? Right in front of the heavy cover too. That was very smart placement. Let's see. This guy has a medic, and he's saying down is, yeah, mechanized right here. The mechanized HQ has the gun, and if it can hold right here, that's a really good spot to place it down. Because again, get rid of this hay barrel, and it can just hold all infantry in that sector. In the meantime, you know, this little hay thing gives it a little bit of cover. Now, they do have some guys with bars, and bars are also really good against, especially, they're really fantastic against, like, you can see here, just murdering, pretty much OKW's forces, because OKW doesn't have, like, a really nice, like, substantial infantry. They have good AT infantry, but nothing, like, necessarily amazing at just holding front lines, like riflemen, infantry section, or grenadiers. Even conscripts to an extent. Anyway, we look on the right here, we can see again him trying to hold back this point. Nice grenade. I'll give him that. But we can see here that Dumb is now... Am I wrong? No, Noob. I'm not Dumb. Noob is swarming through here. Nice armor-piercing sniper, taking some nice shots. But unfortunately, there's so many grenadiers that they need a substantial MG. And as I can see, they don't have really anything. So while, don't get me wrong, the sniper is picking them off, there's way too many men for him to actually hold back. Now, if he puts us down right now, this could be an issue because, again, they can always use a rifle grenade and just take out this position. That being said, the sniper is helping, but, yeah, there's way too many men, and there's they need more men in this MG. Another rifle grenade. There it goes. We have something coming down. I'm guessing that's a recon. Nice AT shot, actually doing some damage. Smoke coming down. I guess they didn't want to make sure in case there was another MG behind them. Stealing that MG, I actually question that because again, you kind of lost your men, but whatever. Did they drop that? Anyway. Now falling back is more infantry section coming up. Scout car could be helpful, but I guess he's trying to kill the trench. Not sure why you would really care about this. It's not like it's giving it sight. Hold on. Oh, why am I looking at that? It would be this. Yeah, it's not giving sight whatsoever. So it's not like an HQ building. We can see over here that it looks like Murky and Bismarck actually have done a pretty good job of holding this area. Nice howitzer, by the way. That can cause some... Definitely cause some issues if it continually hits the sector. It looks like that's what it's been doing, causing some damage against that medic. Wow, that's work on fire straight up. They will be nerfing the support gun and the howitzer very shortly. So, yeah. Although that being said... No, it's still OP. Wow, so close yet so far. Capturing that point. Looks like, again, we're capturing this with MG. That being said, we have Noob over here. He's pretty much holding mid. His bunker, mortar, half-track. He's secured right here. So he's making sure they don't capture that point. And down south, we can see that even though he did lose his foothold, that Sci-Fi Roll has been very determined in trying to take back this area. Now, if he could do an armor-piercing shot, a critical shot, against that scout car, that could be very deadly. Because, again, critical shot against scout car, boom, goes the engine or gun or something like that. And then the AT gun can pick it off. Ah, so close yet so far. Nice AT gun hit. That being said, MG could hit it technically, but the sniper just has the extra range to take it out if need be. Could easily take out these guys. Looks like you're trying to place a minefield over here against infantry coming down this way. If you're being shot at, just don't. If you know there's a sniper here, I question why you even put it down in the first place. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna die. Oh no, he retreats. Okay. But yeah, even though that this BF guy's been putting a lot of pressure over here, I mean, and he's putting more pressure over here. He's barely holding this fuel, and if he really wants to make sure the allies don't win, he needs to really put some more pressure over there, and yet he's not doing that. He's focusing on mid, which is not really where you should be focusing. Your two allies already have that spot. The last thing you want is, well, this to happen. So, Sci-Fi Roll got a Centaur. Now, this thing is awesome at killing infantry. Literally, this thing will tear apart your infantry in a matter of seconds. It's probably the best anti-infantry device I've seen in this game. Unless, like, no, there's no question. I don't know of anything else that can kill infantry this quickly in, like, short control bursts. Like that. That is, like, oh my god. Killing the mines, very smart. Yeah, he's just making sure the minefield is destroyed. With it cleared from the tank, infantry will now be able to move up and capture those points. And like he said, if he had his own forces there, a giant hole would not have just been punctured on the right flank. And we can see here that there is a decent defensive line provided by Murky and Bismarck. So, man, nice suppression on that howitzer. Goddamn. Anyway, we can see here that, again, even though all three of them were focusing, they had a nice defensive line. And another Centaur tank, and more minefields. Well, I think that's the wrong minefield, but whatever. But like I said, I feel like they're not playing on their strength. They really, really should focus more down, like, have one guy down south. There was no reason for him to come up here. If you just hold the points, that's all you need. Yeah, we can see here, the Centaur is also the best choice for this. You can see it just massacring most of their forces, and they don't have AT. The AT they do have is not moving for some godly reason, I don't know. Okay, turn right. I'm so happy for you. Howitzer could be in the line of fire at this rate, but oh no, we have an MG guarding, make sure they don't come up here. AT gun still here, they could always recap that. And they did manage to take the fuel. And with that fuel taken, and the southern fuel taken, because red is not doing anything, we can see here BF. He has an Oswind, that was a bad choice. You're not having problems with infantry. I mean, don't get me wrong, nice job killing all the infantry, that's fine, but what you really needed was a Panzer IV like this guy. That's what you need. And I actually question this guy's Panzer IV because it's an OKW Panzer IV. And while I like that Panzer IV design, it has the armored skirts and everything that's really, really cool, I just... Right now, a Panther to crack those Centaurs would have been a lot better. That's just me. We can see here, though, that, again, the British player, Sci-Fi Roll, is just... Really should have put that Minesweeper, because, again, this guy plays so many mines over here. Really should have just started placing mines, fortifying, maybe putting some positions down, grabbing it. Yeah, grab the mortar, why not? Instead of, you know, spending 400 points. Panzer IV coming on the flank, and that's what I mean. Just like, there's so many forces right here that the Panzer IV is good. Why are you... Oh my god, you're showing your rear. You never show your rear. You should have just backed up. I know it was probably like a... either RNG or, what's the better terminology I'm looking for? Just bad pathfinding, but whatever. You really don't send it in. You make sure you have a good amount of forces, although nice job killing the AT gun while it's turned. They only have one left, and that Osman could wreak a lot of havoc. In the meantime, we do have a lot of Grenadiers moving up, and it's actually picking apart his men, which is also really good. But that's what I mean, like, the AT gun's just knocking it down. Smoke coming down, I guess trying to make sure the Osman gets out of there okay. We do have this thing which is about to die unless he puts it on fortify, which he can and should. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he should have fortified. Centaur looks like he was trying to push in mid. Maybe, but yeah, looks like he took some hits to me. This AT gun had to fall back. Infantry moving up. God damn, something just happened over here. Hold the line. Sci-Fi artillery, sextons, pretty good. Oh, not as good as other things, but whatever. And crocodile. Wait, Churchill flamethrower tank. That's not. No, there's a big Churchill flamethrower tank. Maybe a Centaur was destroyed, but not Churchill. I have no idea. Okay, this was a bad choice. This was what, 80 fuel? 90 fuel, and you got Stug. Oh boy. Stug is probably a bad choice. And here's my rationale. Yes, it's doing good now, but the problem is with British is you have to deal with heavy infantry. And while, yeah, I mean, it's a good AT gun, I just, and it's good now, I just don't see the long-range capability of the Stug front with Churchills. Nice, wow, Centaur's doing a nice job pushing up. 2 stars already. Again, 1 star you get this awesome strafing, and 2 star you get vehicle speed and rotation speed, which is always good. Is that another Oswind? Or did you... No, okay, you just repaired it. Thank Christ. I was gonna say you bought another Oswind. Oh boy. We can see here... Do allies definitely on the upstreak. Definitely countering. Definitely doing a good job. I feel like, again... Sci-Fi Rule really should batten down this area because, again, they have 49 points. They really want to make sure they have that star. That's what they need to do. They need to fortify this area in some capacity. I'm not saying you have to put, like, Bofors and stuff over here. I'm just saying a mine here, a mine there. Maybe grab that MG. Make sure the MG is blocking this way and one this way, and you're pretty much clear. And then have the AT gun, which you have in the back. That way, in case an infantry or something is covered, and that way your infantry forces can flank through here and then have a safety area. Sherman pushing up a little too close and probably will die, because again, too much AT. That being said, it looks like they try to push up with a Cromwell as well. Cromwell didn't get there in time. I guess they're trying to kill the headquarters, and they're losing a lot of men. I feel like an easy thing to do to take out the headquarters is just... Whoa, nice shot with the Cromwell. That was awesome. Yeah, they're getting a lot of AT guns. So what I would recommend possibly doing is just having the British. I mean, you have a player, by the way. Let's see. That... White phosphorus. Yeah, you have a player that has a lot of artillery abilities, and you have them unlocked. What you could do is just have him get his arty forces and just start pounding that area. I mean, to be fair, if he just holds this sector, he can just arty that. Or, even better yet, you can have just AT guns stationed here with a sniper and just have a flare or something over there. I mean, again, you can see here, early warning. Since it's right here, I mean, flare should pop over the area. And bada bing, bada boom, get 2 AT guns, just constantly fire, we dead in a few seconds, and then you have infantry guarding it right out of range. Perfect. I try to do that with, like, Verken warfers. I'll keep them, like, camouflaged, and I'll move them up and hit a structure, just, like, out of nowhere. We can see here again, looks like, oh, who is this again? Noob and BF pushing, I guess, going mid, and probably... Again, I'm seeing I mean, like, he has really nothing here. If he really wanted to, he could push and conquer this area, but he's not. He's just thinking he should hit mid, because he got pushed out of that area. There's no recon or anything. But that being said, we can see here, it's literally just a slaughter fest. Oh, there. Wow, that was an awesome plane crash. Oh, we have some type of howitzer coming in, and that was a good hit. Poor Kubel. There we go. Is that artillery ability I was talking about earlier? Yep, it's concentrated fire operation. Brought to you by Bismarck. Looks like we have more British tanks on mid. I believe both are Cromwells, from the looks of it. Oh no, Cromwell and a Centaur. Ooh, yeah, again, a lot of AT guns. At this point, more infantry would probably be good, like a good AT force. And to be fair, I believe you have that. Yeah, you have tank hunters, which are really good. Oh, I wouldn't say really good, they're pretty good. But they could definitely help against this infantry, and then have some AT guns block. Helping you out, you could easily push up and conquer that if you wanted. Now he's pushing up, most likely he's trying to kill this headquarters, which he probably will. And now again, if we can see here, this guy is probably saving up for something big. And probably was trying to save up for a Panther, and unfortunately just didn't save it. He just couldn't get to it. Ooh. I think we have okay, here's the issue. This guy, where's it? There you are. No, Noob. Noob just did a really dumb move. Alright. And this is the problem. This quote-unquote super close air sport is fantastic. But there's one issue. By the way, I love the fire in this guy. That's great. Terrible movie, but you know, interesting effect. Oh, nice shot again. Lots of AT guns. Definitely helping out. But anyway, the issue is when you know the enemy has a lot of anti-air, those planes are useless. Because maybe they get a strafe, maybe, before they get shot out of the sky. But most likely, if they have multiple Centaurs, they're going to be, it's a lost cause. Also, right there is a great example of why you don't send your units in piecemeal. Because, well, then they end up in a ball, not moving on the battlefield. Alright, wow, okay, this guy's really going with studs. Alright. And now, this guy has no defense. Now this EZ-8 can easily move up and say, hey world, what's up? And the Centaur can move in, help clear a lot of this infantry, the support from the general, and there goes this guy. Okay, we can see Sci-Fi roll, looks like he's putting more pressure out north, because again, he's unchallenged in the south. I find that so weird. That you won't send one tank could easily clear this, and one infantry unit could capture all that. And then you can have a star in fuel and win the game. But no. There are 41 points to be saved. And they get consistently fighting over this position, which I feel like is like, yeah. It's amazing what happens when an area is uncontested, and that allows the player to then move up, challenge one player, and that player then again refocuses here to fight that player, but then the guy that's been needing to control the entire time doesn't get support and then gets wrecked. And to be fair, he has a command panther and some decent infantry, really good infantry, but the problem is he just doesn't have the fighting force to really fight a long, like a long-term engagement. That's command panther moving up, looks like trying to kill the Cromwell, which should upgrade, by the way. Should get that upgrade. Tons of munitions. Get that upgrade. Really helpful. Anyway, see here the Pack 40 is definitely getting some nice hits. Oh yeah, still getting some nice hits. He's not moving. He really should move. Yeah, it's gonna be too late. Don't try to speed out of there. Oh wait, no, he gets out of there. Gets out of range. Good for him. Anyway, infantry coming up. Gonna knock out that AT gun. 2 stars too. It's a shame. Again, going in unprotected. Nice grenade. We have a bunker right here that's not even upgraded. Alright. We have a howitzer over here. Okay, why would you build a howitzer? And why would you be facing it this way? I know the enemy is assaulting here, but that's not the point. The howitzer is not designed to hit an enemy where they're assaulting. The howitzer is designed to hit an enemy where they're healing. So here would be a great spot to fire. Again, you can hit the Easy 8, hit the Major and the Ambulance, all that. Or like this position, maybe. I mean, this guy has, what, 400 munitions? You get to say, hey, I need a recon to find the best spot to arty. Oh, boy. And before you say, I don't know what he picked, you can easily click this during the game and find out what your allies have gone. But, yeah, I feel like this guy is definitely wasting potential on... Like, look at that. He has nearly 230 fuel, and he's just going studs. Like, really, you could go for a Panzer. A Panzerwerfer would be great right now to deal with those American blobs. Anything. Oh, there goes the Cromwell. Just got a smoking, too. Yeah, it's... very interesting to see how, well, again... I guess the choice... And like I said, it's decent. It's not necessarily a bad move. I'm just saying it's not exactly a winning move. It's not. This is not helping him. The Stugs are not helping him because if he keeps on the mid tier, all this guy, all the British needs to do is get a heavy tier tank, aka a Churchill, and I can guarantee you those Stugs are going to be in for a very rude awakening. Nice flame barrage on the AT gun, at least removing that. Let's see, the American player, no, I'm sorry, Bismarck has some decent, infantry, probably needs more, but has plenty of manpower to do that. Sci-fi roll, good infantry force, and a Churchill coming in, and then Easy 8, a Sherman, and a decent force altogether, compared to Noob, which, meh, yeah, his tank's, barely hanging in there. Yeah, that Centaur, man, that Centaur is just dominating. And, wow, Rogue Warrior, Jesus, you have 1,700 manpower. Use it. Anyway, we have the armored push over here on the Stugs. Again, Stugs being hurt by the Centaur for Pete's sake. Okay, looks like Centaur is focusing on the AT gun. We have artillery coming in as well, which again blinds vehicles, and that was a decisive hit. Easy 8 dying, but yeah, that was a huge cripple the noob and his men over here. Yeah, already hit. I guess friendly fire. AT gun moving up. I guess trying to hit this. Hit their own mine. That was a bad mine placement. You want to place here. Centaur versus Oswin. Who wins? Oh boy. Oswin down for the count. Again, no, it doesn't. That's a normal Sherman, and again, all you need to do is just make sure it's equipped with armor-piercing rounds. Now it looks like you switch to explosive to deal damage to this, and I guess the infantry. But yeah, look at that. They were just come across and knock them out. smoke coming in, I assume, to cover. But the problem is, like, here's a Panzer IV. What's the Panzer IV going to do against a Churchill? In a like, normally, a Panzer IV versus Sherman, it doesn't typically go well for the Sherman. I'm sorry, not the Sherman, the Panzer IV. Because Shermans technically go toe-to-toe with a Panzer IV, typically, I find. Just because Sherman has more ability, stuff like that, they can counteract just a normal Panzer. That being said, a Churchill has so much armor and a really good gun that the Panzer IV can't really fight this thing. It just can't. Look on the left, we can see a really good infantry fighting force just being torn apart. Not necessarily because of the fact you don't have the weapons. I mean, they're really well upgraded and just a good force overall. They're just not supported. Like, if these guys had fewer, less equipped forces, but the fact they have a support, like a howitzer supporting them, and a mortar and all sorts of stuff made sure that they couldn't gain ground, and they had to fall back. Oh boy, and it looks like, again, they're pushing down south, I assume? Which is something they should have done. Wow, not even healed. This guy got another Ostwind. Are you kidding me? Alright. Rome Warrior is also very curious because he has 2,200 manpower and he's not doing anything. Also, this bad. Having all the infantry close up like that, you're asking for the Centaur to do one burst kill all. Oh boy. AT gun here. Centaur is on standby. Churchill's on standby. It's literally just a... Like, at this point, they're just literally being funneled down a road into pretty much a meat grinder. Oh boy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this thing can't be taken up by AT and you can see some nice AT shots, but I mean, it literally just tore apart a good chunk of his men before they were able to do that. And they still have, I mean, like, if he sends Churchill in, that would have, throw a grenade and stuff like that. Okay, they have artillery coming in, that's going to cause some damage. Infantry moving up, they figure they won, and then the Churchill's going to come across and be like, hello. Command Panther on standby. You can see here, probably a Jackson would be good right now. Oh, another airstrike, I assume. One plane down. Where's the plane? Oh, there it is. Almost seeing the Churchill. That could have been bad. Churchill going through the fire. Oh, that's great. Anyway, like I said, it was just like, it's just not... Oh, now you get a Panther. Yeah. Wow, some nice shots on it. And also we have something coming in. I'm going to guess that's the sector artillery. Mine. Oh my god. The British guys had this territory for how long and you didn't expect him to play something? Churchill coming back with a lot of infantry. They do have a pack, so I see that as an issue. Although we can see here artillery is coming in, which could definitely, since it's upgraded with the white phosphorus and those explosive rounds good against vehicles. Yeah, it's going to be very, very bad. Wait. No, it wasn't that. Oh, coordinate barrage, maybe? I don't know. Well, anyway, we can see here that they also have heavy engineers healing this awesome Churchill, and with that, it should be repaired and fully functional in a matter of time, pretty much in a short notice. And with the secondary Churchill and stuff like that, even with that Panther, there's no way they can really fight two Churchills. Their armor is just too good. It's just awesome like that. Once again, we can see here Rome is trying to push up 28. I think this guy's given up. Or something is going on. The fact he has that much manpower and he's not using it, something is happening. Either he's saying F you to his team or something. But yeah, his infantry fighting force actually now is well equipped. He has, I think, some tank traps and Fiats. Oh, nice scout car going down. random bunker for God knows why. What's the bunker gonna do? This guy's like a full infantry section full of tank traps, stuff like that. I'm sorry, tank hunter equipment. Just gonna burn you. I like the flare coming. It's like, wow, now you use flare? Really? Oh, not even his flare. No idea what was that from. Looks like they're trying to focus. I would assume a one last assault. But the biggest hindrance right now is this guy not getting men. He could easily get enough men to do it. But it's like, where do you assault? Like, the weakest spot right now is mid, but then you get centered between two giant armies and be sandwiched. That's not a good thing. And then what, you attack over here with all the mortars and supports and everything? Looks like he got decrewed, but he's healing it nonetheless. And now there is a crocodile. Yeah. There's no foreseeable way the Germans can really push up. The Panther's on fire, because why not? And that's game. Ran the clock to 0. Overall, it was a decent game. I like how Sci-Fi Roll just like, and he just did what he moved where he needed to. Like, he's like, okay, I have this, I'll push up. Well, they're not pushing me, so I'll take mid, and that just allowed him to crush, I mean, both players. I mean, that was a great I definitely like that. He did put some mines. I feel like he could have fortified this a little bit more. But again, he was at pop cap, so it's not like he can really add more, because again, emplacements do cost stuff, so that's a big issue for him. What else could I talk about? Red, aka BF, I feel like he should have kept attacking here, because he lost a fight. It isn't, like I always say, it's like, don't attack an enemy where they're strong. But that being said, there was no way that Sci-Fi Roll, in the amount of time that this guy lost his battle, could have fortified. So it's not a strong position yet. And if he really was worried, he got this guy who, by the way, 638 manpower. Yeah, that's it. Oh my god, this guy didn't help. He just could not hold his flank. But that being said, he was doing fine one-on-one, but it's then, you know, yet in two players with no support, and yeah, he's gonna get wrecked. Let's see. Yeah, also I question Noob. Like, he was a really good player, but I'm like, why did you instead of getting the Panther out sooner, why'd you get Stugs? Especially versus British, why'd you get Stugs? Yeah. Overall, Murky I thought was a pretty good player. And Bismarck as well. I didn't really see anything like, oh my god moment, like, why are you doing that? They were just really, like, average players. And doing pretty good tactics. I do feel like maybe the better positioning of this would have been better, like putting it right behind here so it was not in direct fire. Small things like that, but overall still a good game. We look here, the best player was Bismarck. Again, he was kind of like the main driving force. He was either helping Murky, or then he helped, you know, Sci-Fi Roll on the crushing of two guys. So it's like, he was kind of going back and forth. I can see why he got slightly more damage, but Sci-Fi Roll is really close. Sci-Fi Roll did get more units killed, but he didn't lose as much, so that's pretty good for him. Again, Murky was probably the weakest player. On the German side, it was, wow, it's like a three-way tie. Like, they're literally within 300 points of each other. That's pretty much, like, yeah, like, all three of them were, each had a major weakness they didn't do, and that kind of led to their downfall. Overall, though, Rome got most kills, so take that what you want. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.